Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Q&A with Mamas Uncut, where we talk about motherhood, parenting, relationships, and all the things that you need to know, and we'll give you some advice. And don't worry, all of your questions that you send in always remain anonymous. Back again is Lisa and Mindy. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
You guys ready to give some more advice?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Okay. This question's a little bit different. It's based out of a celebrity news article that we've written on Mamas Uncut. It's about Jessica Alba and her husband, Cash Warren. So essentially, their 9-year-old daughter, Haven, walked in on them when they were having an intimate moment. According to Cash, he said it was the worst. We spent like 5 minutes in our bedroom laughing and being like, I can't believe we just ruined our daughter. We just ruined her. Alba said she started crying out of embarrassment over this situation. The couple took a few minutes to process what happened and even tried to call Cash's sister because she's great at handling situations in these moments. Turns out Haven had already texted her to tell what happened.
Wow.
They decided in the end that they just have to own it. And eventually they left the confines of their room and went to Haven and said, I bet that's the last time you walk into our room without knocking. And
Ooh.
you learned your lesson. So if you were in this situation, how would you handle it?
So I have been in that situation. I know this is shocking.
How did you handle it?
Oh God. I mean, it was like, yeah, it was really incredibly mortifying because and I think your daughter's different than a son. For me, it was my son.
Okay.
And so that's like even more traumatizing, right? Because sons have very particular views of like their moms, and they definitely can't go to a place like that, right? And he was old enough to know what was happening, and he was mortified and he was crying, and like I was laughing and like, why are you coming in here? And so it was like totally chaos. But
There was
at the
anger,
end,
laughing, and crying going on at the same time.
yeah, all of the above. And you got to own it. What else are you gonna do? Like, it'll happen to them at some point when they have kids. It's happened to all of us.
It's true. I have not been there yet. My oldest is the same age as the child they were referencing in the story.
Your doors.
But I am paranoid about locking doors, and I am paranoid about it because I don't know if I had this, I don't think I had an experience like walking in on my parents, but if it happened though, I mean, it's honestly, it maybe just use it as a teaching moment. And I love how they said, no, you're not going to walk in on the doors when our doors shut ever again. I tell my kids all the time because they are notorious for just coming into my bedroom. I'm like, this is my space. I was like, I try to set a boundary there. They don't listen to it. I guess that's why I'm so paranoid about being locked in and just making
I mean,
sure everything's secure.
kids have no sense of boundaries.
They
I
don't.
didn't go to the bathroom by myself for like, well, I still don't because George has to come in every time. Like, I haven't had a private poop in, I don't even know.
Yeah. So I think just use it as a, kind of embarrass them in a way, but also just be glad your parents like each other.
Yeah.
The
Totally.
opposite can be not fun as well, but yeah, we like each other. So
My parents actually did the complete opposite. So I walked in on my parents and I was probably around 9, 8 or 9, maybe 10. And I don't know if I necessarily knew what was happening in that moment, but I knew I shouldn't have been in the room at that time. The looks I was given, I was like, oh. And then I just remember slowly backing up and just turning around because my room is directly across the hallway and just like went into my room and like slowly closed the door. And then we just never talked about it. But I think I like learned my lesson where I'm just like, okay, yeah, if the door's closed, we just leave it closed until it's open. Like, all right, guys, don't forget to send in your anonymous questions. Thanks.